Shalom Aleichem. Peace be upon you. Hallelujah. All praises to the Most High through His Son Yahushua HaMashiach. It's your brother UncleK, and we're back with another one. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Grab your water. Take a couple sips before we get started. I hope y'all having a great day. 'Cause we got something to talk about. When y'all get into the live, let me know if y'all can hear me clear. Normally I have the mic real close, but I got the mic on the collar from a distance, so let me know if y'all can hear me great. If y'all can hear me nice and clear without any outside background noise, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat, put a validation emoji, whatever it is, man. Just let me know. So we got to be aware of the suggestions that the world is pushing. There's so many suggestions to grab your mind, suggestions that want to force you in a way to be interested in it, but you have no interest in it. It's so important for a man to know his worth. It's so important for you to know your worth because so many people are going to suggest things to you, not verbally, based off of how they're presenting themselves. Right now, we're living in a society where there's just too much lust going on right now. What's going on, Christo? Good to see you, fam. All praises to the Most High, Yah. Let's get it. A lot of suggestions in this world right now is lust, man. And it's not going to be spoken to you verbally. It's going to be based off of how the person is presenting themselves in order to suggest, hey, this is something I want for you. This is something that I want you to get sealed in your mind through your eye gates. I want you to see this, and then I want you to desire this. So I'm suggesting you based off of how I look right now. I'm giving you this suggestion so you could either accept it, right? And a lot of people are forcing that. They want you to accept the way that they look. It don't matter where you go, man. It's being pushed in the communities where there may be a lower value, and there's people pushing it in communities that may be based off a higher value, based off the economics, based off of the pay rates, and how business is booming. What's going on, Selena? Good to see you as well too. All types of lifestyles, all different types of classes, so-called social classes and norms. There are things being pushed so you can be distracted and forget your worth. And us as men, we're the ones that's being targeted at so strongly. We getting targeted left and right. We getting bombarded left and right? Because this society, they want weak men. They want men after the flesh. They want men after pleasure. They don't want strong men right now. They don't want men building up things anymore. They don't want men standing on principles and having high morals. They want a man to always be in the flesh. Always. You see, it's something like you're not participating in none of these activities online. You don't waste your energy scrolling, looking at provocative things online. So that doesn't mean it's not gonna be outside in the environment. Anywhere you go, it's not gonna dissipate anytime soon because we living in times where wickedness is increasing. And it's up to you to make sure that you have that righteous mindset and stand on your morals, stand on your principles, stand on the things that you know that's right. And when you continue to stand on them things, You can't be shaken and moved, and you're not going to accept those suggestions. But people are gonna keep on trying. I'm doing great, Selena. How are you doing? It's so important for you to really know your worth in these times you're living in right now. So important for you to know who you are. You need to know what do you stand on. You need to know your principles. You need to have morals. Because a lot of people in this world, they don't have morals. A lot of people have already given up their morals a long time ago, and they don't want it anymore. They gave up their morals, so now they come out real loose and want to give everybody a piece. Hold on, let's take a sip of some water. It's nothing like some nice, fresh H2O. It's nothing like it, man. Surely it's better than soda. It's better than any artificial beverages. Man, I'm telling y'all, and y'all know this for a fact. So much immorality going on. So many things are being pushed. So many things are being pushed to distract you from your path. You going through a grief period right now? Just continue to keep peace within yourself, Selena. You know, we grieve a little bit, then we gotta press on. You know, you stay in those emotions for too long. Don't get drowned. Don't let it drown you. Just stay positive. Still be at peace. Most high willing, that person is in the right place. You know, in the right space, left with the right energy, left with the right mindset, the right intention. You know, and that person will live on within your heart. So you know, look at the good. Look at the good from it, and let that be some fuel for you to look at your own life and start to value it. There's no reason for any of us to be depressed and to feel low and to not understand why we're here. You know, we're here to live life. You know, we're here to serve. You know, naturally we were born with morality. Naturally, we was born with very high morals. And you know, due to society and the things that they push, you know, they want us to make us think that we're not here, or we don't belong here, or why we're here, or what's the meaning of life. You know, because they push so many things. Mm, yeah, that's not a good way. That's not a good way. It's not a good way. Taking your own life, that's selfish. You know, yeah, that's selfish. Yeah, but I don't want to harp on it for too long. But that's not a good way to end your own life. Yeah, life is too precious for us to end our own life. We do things to extend our years. Yeah, we do things to extend our years. Mm. So yeah, you know, man, society just they bombard you with a lot of things day in and day out, and you got to move with wisdom these days. You got to move with stability of mind. You know, your mind has to be very strong because people are just going to do what they want, right? What's the quote for the people that don't care about anything? They do what they will, right? That's what they do. They move how they want to move. They do what they want to do, and you got to make sure that you stand on your course, on your path. And it's gonna seem like everyone is against you, and that's true. I was reading some scriptures yesterday in the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, where it said wickedness is gonna be against righteousness, and righteousness is gonna be against wickedness. So inevitably, there's always gonna be friction between the two, and there's no way on dodging it. You know, someone out here could look like they got a smile on your face, but they have wicked thoughts. Mm. Mm. Was that even English? Maybe it's the way you wrote it. Yeah. You said we played together when I used to be 12 and he is or was 12 or 13 just now. Yeah, you might just have to reword that sentence. Yeah. But we got to just be careful about what the world is pushing, because we don't look into the sky to see the signs of the times we live in there right now. We examine the environment. We examine how people are moving these days. We realize there's a big shift between people. Like people are so departed from self that something has hijacked them. And if you are living for lust, then the spirit of lust has you doing things on a wild note. You could just go to the store and you want to grab some fruits and vegetables. And just to go into the grocery store, you have, people coming out with loose clothing and provocative clothing just to grab some groceries, just to showcase the flesh, showcase the body. Like, why so much? Why is there such a big target on men these days? Why? And we gotta speak for ourselves because we're a different caliber. We're on a whole different caliber, right? We're a different caliber of men. So it's the other men that don't stand for anything. They're the ones that's making this type of energy increase tenfold, while we're sitting back trying to understand, like, man, like things are only getting worse. Like they doing a little bit extra. While we're staying on our P's and Q's, handling business, it's a thin line. That's why we don't kick it with people in the world. That's why we keep it pushing, and that's why they stare at us with a certain type of look because you're set apart. What's up, Selena? Saying yo, Kaylon, what's up? Hold on 1 second. Let's hope we don't shake hands with people. Yeah, it's starting to get warmer right now. We going through spring season right now, so yeah, I'm just waiting, man. It's gonna be a hot summer. Last couple of days it's in the high 80s. It's real humid. So I'm just waiting on when the weather gets better, but that doesn't mean work ain't still gonna get done though. It's like with this gloomy weather, a lot of things be coming out, a lot of things. Yeah, I'm in California. Yeah. But you see, lust don't have a season, man. We still on this topic. Keep dropping your questions and stuff like that. We still gonna be on topic. Lust don't have a season, right? Lust is all year round, 24/7, 365. People living for it, people dying for it. People wake up and that's their inspiration, that's their fuel. When they go to work, when they go to the gym, when they go to the store, when they're going for a walk, when they walking their dog, when they everything, the way that they design themselves for the day. Everything is based off of lust, man. Crazy. You wanted to sleep? Yeah, I hope I'm not keeping you up. You better go get some sleep. Rest feels good. Don't be depriving yourself of rest. Rest is good for the mind and the body. That's that good recovery right there. Yup. Man, we gotta stay vigilant, because it's on both sides. It's never one side of the coin. There's men that's giving it power. There's weak men out here that's giving it power, but you can't be destroyed, right? You're not conforming to it, right? That's why they feel like they can't do nothing to you, but that doesn't mean they're not gonna go after the weaker vessel, right? The weaker man out here, the man that's walking much softer and frail. Oh, Salt's ground, South Africa, man. It's early out there, man. It's 4:22 p.m. on our side. It's 1:22 p.m. where you guys are at. So it's like the top of the morning. Maybe you guys maybe had to go to bed a little early. Maybe you had to start getting right. Go to start getting ready to go to bed probably at 10:30. Get in there early. Man. So, we just gotta make sure that we stay vigilant. We gotta stay vigilant. You know, they realize they can't get to you, so somebody else is gonna give that energy. Like that's why it's a small few. It's a small few of us, man. Small few, and we're scattered all over the world. And in all of our spaces, we see it. We see it go. We see it happening. We see it happening. You could be anywhere the part of the world you are. You could still see it's happening because there are set apart people all over the world, not just where you're at, but everywhere. And there's people that's going through the exact same thing. We're not going through it, but we are witnessing it, right? And does it make you a little uncomfortable? Of course it does. But you have thick skin, right? You have a strong spirit, don't you? All right, the spirit of the Most High, He got you strong, right? So that means that your soul within your body feels strong. It doesn't feel like it's gonna fall out anytime soon. So you feel stable. That's a good thing. But not for 1 second do we like what's going on. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. You're going somewhere to handle business. You get bombarded with perverted activity day in and day out. Tell you, man. Tell you, y'all gotta stay safe. Keep your mind strong. You handle your business. Make sure you get back in and lock your doors, man. Don't let lust in that door. Don't let lust in, man. Cause they creeps. They creeping out there. I'm doing good once again, Selena. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Yeah, I don't celebrate Easter. Nah, I stay away from anything pagan. I don't get busy with no pagan days. You know, cause them traditions is not my traditions. Those traditions ain't the most high's traditions. So yeah, I don't celebrate none of that. They talking about the Mashiach rose on that day. He ain't raised on. He was. Come on, stop. And then they out here got bunnies jumping around, do going on egg hunts and all that. Come on, that's they try to make everything sweet, but you do your due diligence and you want to see what things stem from, and you're gonna see you're gonna be like, wait, hold up, I shouldn't be participating in this activity for real. Hmm. Yeah, right. Yeah, nothing is gonna last forever. Nothing, nothing. At times, right? You sit. Sometimes you know it's a beautiful thing. If you have a spot in the world where you're at right now, where you can look, and if there's like a nice view where there's like a mountain, some trees and stuff, you know, like a nice landscape, and you kind of just sit there and meditate real quick. You know, you look at the beauty, right, that the Most High has given to us, right? You look at the beauty, and then you realize, listen, life is not forever. Things in this world is not gonna last forever. You come to that grip. So you're like, man, things of this world is not gonna last forever. You're like these cars are not gonna last forever. Um, Immorality, the way the wicked thinks that they're gonna live forever. This pain that you may be enduring right now, this is not gonna last forever. So you have to make the best of right now. You have to really do things that is going to increase life, right? Increase life, right? You gotta do things that's gonna increase life righteously, right? Like you realize, like the things of this world, right? The Most High has written down all these things that's of the world that He doesn't like. Now we're in a world, but we're not of the world, so we already know that this world is not gonna last forever, and you could feel it. You could feel that these things are coming down to an end pretty soon. May not happen in our lifetime, but it's a great thing to already know that those doors have been closed in your life, in your reality, in your mindset. You realize that the doors of wickedness have been closed in your life, and no matter how they try to give you so many suggestions and so many they try to make you feel as though that you're missing out on this. Oh, look what I got. Try to entice you and all these different things. Listen, you know that ain't gonna. You know it's a wrap for all of that. It's a wrap for all of that. So you should let Thursday down. I didn't let that hold me back. I still did what I had to do. Yeah, man. You know you gotta stay away from doing it in an immoral way. You know, um, you get a wife, man. I'm telling you, man. If it's not for procreation, then hey, you're gonna have to go through the rebirth. You're gonna have to go through the metamorphosis. You're gonna have to go through the change. You know, there should be no. And right now in our current space, right, we know what's going on in the world. Us as men, we have to deal with hardships, right? Certain things that we want, we know that we're working towards it, and a lot of things is not gonna happen overnight. But hey, guess what? At least you're making the progress, and you can see the progress. So to waste it in a immoral way, like especially like man, it's a It's just a real wicked thing to know that the world is pushing so many suggestions just through a phone. And if you're on your phone and you have an idle mind and you're not paying attention to what you're watching, or you're not trying to get something from what you're watching, or you're letting the phone use you, you know, a lot of things could just happen and destroy you. So, you know, you gotta do better, man. He said, surprisingly, you hit a PR, my deadlift, and when I went out, my friends, I got quite a lot of female attention. But man, listen, regardless, man, you know, that female attention or whatnot, you know, you got that from your mother growing up, man. Like if you was blessed with a mom, you got that attention when you was a young man. So all that female attention stuff, let's throw that out the window. Because I could walk outside with a tank top on and I could say, "Oh yeah, a female looked at me because she see my chest and my biceps and my back." Like we gotta get rid of that type of like mindset, man. It's your energy. We don't care about the attention that comes with it. Care about your longevity, care about your mindset, care about your spiritual development and your growth, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Worry about those things because this world is suggesting too many lustful suggestions for us to be consumed about females looking at you when ultimately females are given over more to fornication than men. Right? So women they focus on the outward appearance, and then you know you're wrestling with the outward appearance, but then you know you go back and forth. Like, come on, man, we can't be worried about that nonsense for real. Just get back on track, man. For real, just get back on track. Female energy is female energy. It's cool. But if you know yourself from a masculine perspective, then you should just move on, man. You should move on. Yeah, you've been thinking the same thing. Yeah, we're not gonna have this forever. We're absolutely not gonna have this forever. There's too many wickedness going on in this world that we think that this life is gonna last forever. Like we're not trying to speed up our time, but best believe the most like as much as we endure right now with everything that's going on, the most high is gonna put us in a space where we're at absolute peace, right? He's gonna have us. Let me tell y'all, man. Like through the leveling up process, he's gonna put us in a space where everything is gonna feel tranquil. But right now, we're going through it. Those that made it up in years, they made it to the promised land within. They made it to that promised land within that promised land. They had to walk years, right, seeking after that kingdom, right, within them. They had to endure the times they was living in, man, and they finally made it to that promised land. So right now, we still traveling to our promised land. Right now, the Most High gonna get us there, but right now we gotta endure and pay attention. He said, "Yeah." Let's see. She said, "Yes." Selena said, "Yes, I realize every second, and it makes me completely different. Do you remember when I started to think that a year ago? I remember you saying, Selena, everything's right. Then and for I always think about that's crazy. I'm so grateful for that. Yeah, you know, I mean, I remember like everything from that moment, but yeah, you know, you gotta look at things like everything the way things are right now is not how it's gonna be forever. Whatever emotion you may be in right now, it's gonna get better. You just gotta stick through it. For real. Lust is the final boss of all sins. Man, pride and lust could be the root of all iniquity. And you gotta be so vigilant because those that walk in lust, they look proud, don't they? They look proud. They look proud in the way they dress. You got women walking around, walking up and down the street with a full body spandex suit on. Like, why you coming out the house looking like that? For real, why you coming outside with a see-through shirt on, like somebody want to look at your undergarments? Like, why you coming out with these tight, skinny pants so you could show men curves and thighs and stuff like women are not supposed to bear children? People are so focused on lust that they don't even know their own role. You know what I'm saying? They forget that they got roles, that we gotta, us as men, we gotta make sure that we strong, have a strong seed, be strong, be vital, be able to carry our flock. So then when we get a wife, she could carry the seed, she could carry them. So women naturally are designed in that way, right? To have hips, right? Why you think they're born with the opposite of what men don't have? Because the baby gonna need milk. Men can't give the baby milk. So why they out here showing off so many things? And then they do it in a prideful look. They do it with a prideful look. They walk around real pride, head up, but no deep within, like real deep. Shameful. Shame. They know they feel shame within. You know they feel dirty. Know how dirty you feel? Come on, fellas. Look, right, fellas. I don't know, but let me tell y'all something. I'm speaking from personal. If I was a dude walking around these streets with some little shorts on and a tank top, I'ma feel dirty. I'ma feel I'ma feel naked. I'ma feel weird. Like, I'ma feel kind of wild. I'ma feel like out of myself. But then pride, right? Pride may come in and be like, you know what? I'm looking yoked up. My quads out, my calves out, my chest, my bicep out. Oh yeah, I'm looking good though. But deep within you like, man, I feel kind of off though. That's what's going on right now too. Yeah. As the guy best hold up. As a guy, the best way to beat lust is not to entertain it. Right. You can't entertain it. You can't entertain it. It's like when you start entertaining a baby, they're always gonna want you to keep playing. But sometimes you gotta cut it out. Be like, hey, we need some discipline right now. The baby gonna get mad. Baby might cry every once in a while, but hey, the baby gonna get the message. It's time. It's a time to play. It's a time to read. It's a time to eat. It's a time to bathe. It's a time to brush your teeth. It's a time to get right. So with lust, you start entertaining lust a little bit too much, right? You definitely don't want lust chasing after you. So why should you chase after it? Lust is draining. Lust drain your energy. So starting to realize, besides the people who stay in the rap and stuff like that, while the other people who sick and tired are grabbing a tiny piece of the rabbit fur and climb themselves up to the magician. Yeah, you got a philosophy right there. Because they out here acting like magicians too. They out here acting like magicians. They out here trying to pop out with all these different type of things. Like I'm telling you, man, they don't be knowing how they be looking, man. And I know they be feeling uncomfortable. Like it's nasty. It's nasty. Let's stay away from lust, man. Cause lust gonna have you just feeling nasty. Lust gonna have you start feeling weak, for real. And a way how you gotta know when you walk in, right? When you walk in truth, stay in tune. Stay in tune with your body. Stay in tune with the vibes that you're feeling, so you could be aware of it as well too. A lot of times you don't have to really see it. Sometimes you just gotta feel it too, and be aware of it. And stay away from it. Stop entertaining it. Because people out here walking with 1,000 suggestions. They want you to latch on to whatever it is that they're trying to showcase to you. Don't fall for it. It's weak. It's a gimmick and it's a scheme. Don't waste time folding for them things. All right. All praises to the Most High through His Son Yahushua HaMashiach. It's your brother Uncle K. I'm glad y'all came in, commented, liked, shared. Hey, y'all have a good day, and I'm gonna see y'all soon, Most High willing. But for now, peace. Y'all have a great day. All right. Shalom.